Hi guys, I'm here at the story for you guys from the Good Old Days magazine. This story is called A Muddy Mission, and it's by Nathan Birdwell. The shortcut led to a long night. This date started out as a dream, but it turned into a nightmare. We were two very young male teachers from Indiana, double dating two very young female teachers from Illinois. We had dinner at a nice Robinson restaurant and then went to the showing of Gone with the Wind, the last screening on Saturday night. One of my favorite movies. I love that movie. It was during the war years before we had received our draft notices. Gasoline was rationed. We had started back to the girls' home in Flat Rock after the movie when someone mentioned a shortcut. I sure was in favor of that because it would save gas. As we turned off the main highway, the road looked fine for the first few miles or so. Then it began to get narrower and muddier. We tried to choose the right tracks as we drove on, but all of a sudden we landed in a loblolly, which had to be quicksand. Gnats. The car was stuck up to the doors. Oh, can you imagine? Stuck up to the doors of mud. It was an impossible situation. There was no way out. Since I was driving, I decided I should go for help. We had passed only one house back on the good section of the road. The night was pitch black. I stumbled and staggered through deep, gushy mud, trying to stay on the road that I could not see in order to reach that one house we had passed. The house was dark, but I yelled until a voice from the darkness asked, "What do you want?" I explained that we were stuck and needed help. After a moment of silence, a man's voice yelled, "Get out of here! Get going!" Two large dogs charged the fence barking. Was I ever scared? I looked to be torn limb from limb, so I took off in a hurry. Even several feet down the road, I thought those dogs would jump the fence. They could see me, but I couldn't see them. I slogged along in the squishy, soaked shoes and socks with muddy, wet pant legs flopping for another mile and a half. Finally, I reached the main highway. In the distance, I saw a dim light coming from a little cabin. I knocked at the door. There was a rustle of sound and a good bit of bumping. Eventually a man came to the door. He was quite drunk, and I had a difficult time trying to talk to him. Another man soon came. Although it was very late, I realized I had found an older man's stag card party. They were playing cards and boozing it up around a little kerosene lamp. The second man let me in to use the phone. I called a wrecker, but no one answered the phone. Finally, I called the Robinson City Police, and they aroused a wrecker, which at last came to pull us out. My buddy had stayed with the girls. We got them home a little after 6 in the morning, happier and wiser. And oh yes, I married the girl. So I guess it turned into a happy ending after all, because he got his girl. But can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Driving your car through quicksand and that mud up to your doors. Oh, that'd be horrible. I hadn't read this one, guys, last night. I just read that one that I read before this one. I read this one for the first time with you guys here. So we heard it together. It was pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Bye, guys.